The only trade setup that I see right now is Nvidia, so I do have Nvidia pulled up again on my 5-minute chart over here. There goes Nvidia doing exactly what we needed to do, the breakout, and now it's currently even pulling back here as well. So again, all I did was grab this trend line here from this top of this wick, connected this wick as well. Don't chase. Why are people buying way up here when the entry was right here at the break and retest, guys? And it used to be me too. I used to enter on the top of this candle or even on the next candle I open, thinking that this push here is the entry. No. That's not the entry, guys. You wait for a pullback. The whole point of what I'm trying to do is trying to hold for a lot more gains. So this week, guys, I'm going to take one single trade and try to maximize it as best as I can. Good morning, my fellow traders. Happy Wednesday. 3 more days into the market being open this week. And so far, just following the price action from yesterday, as we've been following it since Friday. So on Friday, guys, like I said, we took this breakdown to the downside here. Wish I would have held a little bit longer. Then Monday comes, all we did was watch price action, saw the double bottom bounce here. We got the bounce, took some calls on this day as well. And then yesterday, which was Tuesday, we expected actually some downside action. We thought it was going to reject this general area, but instead it actually ended up climbing above pre-market highs and getting a nice bullish break. And here we are again, kind of just chopping around this general area. So guys, my plan today is this. Now this is my actual chart here, and you guys can see all I did was draw a quick little trend, grab this low this week, grab the low this week, and connect a little trend line. And you can see we're currently right here tapping it as we speak. So all I'm doing is watching the market. Are we going to reject this trend line, or are we going to break above? Which if we break above, I'm not going to take calls because that's not a trade setup. Just because it breaks above back in the trend, what does that necessarily mean? I mean, that's not even a trade setup, guys. So we're not going to take calls if this breaks back above. Now, if it starts showing some rejections and it keeps closing below, holding below this trend, then I can be an easy trade setup for a break and retest strategy of a trend line. So again, all I'm going to do, guys, is watch. And if we don't catch any trades while we're here at our computer, then we'll do a recap later of any trades that we caught. But so far, that's what I'm watching. And I'll update you guys if we end up trading our trade plan. So SPY is currently breaking out that trend here above, getting very bullish. A couple stocks are going pretty bullish here. The only trade setup that I see right now is Nvidia. So I do have Nvidia pulled up again on my 5-minute chart over here. Probably going to take calls above 109.50. I have my next week expirations already open and going for less than 400. But of course, we're going to wait patiently and make sure to actually get a confirmation breakout, and then we'll enter on this trade here. There goes Nvidia doing exactly what we needed to do, the breakout, and now it's currently even pulling back here as well. So again, all I did was grab this trend line here from this top of this wick, connected this wick as well. This is why I wait for 15-minute breakouts, guys, because look how our 15-minute it confirms the breakout. So now there's the pullback, and this is where you ideally want to re-enter or enter in on a retest. So we're going to watch it here. Let's say we do enter in. Contracts are going for 380. So let's just mentally enter in. So guys, we didn't enter it yet. It's still looking very promising. And honestly, I'm not saying we missed it, but it still is breaking out. Now we're waiting for a little bit more confirmation. To be honest, coulda, woulda, shoulda, hindsight in favor. Yeah, whatever. Entered there. But I'm watching it, guys. And look at this. This is where the coulda, woulda, shoulda entered. That little arrow that I just put there is this candle right here. So hindsight in favor, yes, this little dip is a perfect entry. You know, had to hold through this little noise, totally fine. Or even this entry here is also a perfect dip entry. Either way, guys, hindsight in favor, of course. But to me, this is a perfect breakout. So now we're going to break out, and then I'm going to wait for another pullback, and then I'll enter in on that pullback. So just like that, we had missed a trade, guys. And those contracts went from 380 a piece to now they're at 435. They hit 450. So it's well over 20% already in a single move, guys. And look at this. Check this out. This is very simply how you spot a break and retest. And look at the volume kicking in here very strong as well. So again, don't chase. Why are people buying way up here when the entry was right here at the break and retest, guys? Very simple. We already spotted this trade out, and this is how I spot trades out in general. Is all I do is grab the trend line, grab this top of this wick, grab the top of this wick, connect them together, and boom, you got your very simple trend. Then wait for the breakout. And again, this is where most people usually enter. And it used to be me too. I used to enter on the top of this candle or even on the next candle I open, thinking that this push here is the entry. No. That's not the entry, guys. You wait for a pullback to retest this general area of support. In this case, it is the trend line. Then you get a nice retest to this general area, which is where the contracts went for 380. Whereas if you bought way up here, the contracts are probably going for like $410, $400. So you saved yourself an extra $20. Boom, fat rocket. And now you're up in profits, guys. That's how simple it is, and that's how simple we try to look for stuff like this. This is also one way how we protect our portfolio, guys, and not over trade. So again, as of lately, since actually Wednesday here, I've been only taking one single trade, one trade. I mean, here 2 trades, which put me break even. I must have lost one, gained one. But again, guys, look at one trade, $46. One trade, $47 loss, literally 1-to-1. Horrible risk management, horrible trades here. But either way, one trade. And this is the week where we decided to start changing things a little bit and trying our absolute best to hold for a lot more higher gains. And in this case, guys, we got a very nice 25% trade on this one. And then here it is, the next day over, which is April. Again, another very good trade, $88. And the whole point of what I'm trying to do is trying to hold for a lot more gains. So this week, guys, I'm going to take one single trade and try to maximize it as best as I can. So then eventually I could take 3-4 contracts and take my one and done trades and call it good for the whole week. But either way, new P&L on our TradeZella. We're going to see how this whole month, we're going to fill in this whole month, which I'm excited for. And so far, we already started off the week good with one trade. Now we're gonna see what this can do. Currently just watching the market. I almost feel like I kind of missed everything. I'm not gonna have FOMO. I'm not gonna enter in. I'm not gonna chase. So I almost might even not even trade, guys, since we kind of missed the only trade setup we saw here, unless there is something else. Now I missed Nvidia, so I'm not gonna trade Nvidia, guys. That plan is already gone. This is why you don't chase. So again, now my brain is just, okay, on to the next trade. And now I'm eyeing at SPY here, guys. So SPY did have a very steadily strong climb up. I'm not gonna enter here at the top, although this would be an ideal potential entry. I'm gonna wait for it to actually come down here a little bit and do a decent dip. But again, very strong push right out the gate. Pulls back to the 90 EMA here. That could have been a nice entry, but I didn't take it either way. Breaks out back above this trend, breaks even above this resistance. So I would like for it to hold this support or bounce at this EMA and try to hold support, which is what I'm looking for, and then I'll enter in. I would love to see SPY consolidate here, honestly, for a little bit. And the reason why I say it is because very strong climb. I don't want to enter in and expect more of a strong climb. I want it to consolidate and then push up. So that's what we're going to do. And if not, we're going to come back later and show you guys what trades we took, because we do got to head out of here real soon. So it's been about 2 hours and 30 minutes into the market, guys, and we still have yet to take a single trade, as you can see here, and you can see the time as well. So we have yet to take a single trade. And I was eyeing SPY calls here, but it actually dipped down a lot more than I anticipated. I was thinking about a little retest entry here at this 9 EMA, but it actually broke even more down than I like. It's actually right here at this 21 EMA. Now, I don't really care too much or want to rely on indicators like that as much, but I will say price action wise, that's not too in favor for me. There's no reason for me to enter here. But looking at the 15-minute time frame, which closes here in 30 seconds, the volume's kicking in here a little bit. There is a hammer here, and it's a pretty interesting area. So again, we're just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna take any trades. So it's currently 12 p.m. Last hour of market being open. I'm working from home. I work for my mother. I scanned all her documents, as you can see here, into this folder and put it up and upload it to her documents because she's a paperless company. But with all that being said, I'm over here watching the market still. It is currently 12:07 p.m. and you can see if I switch over to my account, which I don't know why that's even there. You can see I literally took no trades today whatsoever. And also, if I pop up my phone right here, we can see that we took 0 trades today as well. So again, this is my account. It's loading live. This is not a screenshot. And again, no trades at all. And same thing, 400 Schwab. So that being said, guys, still just watching the market. Probably won't take a trade. And it's currently last hour of market being open. So guys, we're just gonna close up laptop because there is nothing happening at all. Everything is just chopping around, as you guys can see here. After we fell back down to support, even SPY as well on these EMAs is currently just holding it, chopping around, and there's literally only 30 minutes until the market's even open. So there's no reason to trade at all. We're just gonna save our capital, sit on cash today, and not do a thing, guys. So, but there's literally only 30 minutes from the market being open. I'd much rather sit on cash and see what we do tomorrow. So we're just gonna continue on working from home. We have somebody coming in to inspect the property, so they're gonna do an inspection on the house. So I'm also gonna be here for that as well. But anyways, guys, hope to see you guys on the next vlog, and I hope you guys caught some awesome trades. We're gonna save our cash for today and trade tomorrow, especially considering that there was tariff news today, which actually driven the market pretty hard all the way up for a nice strong uptrend, rejected resistance, and now here we are just back down. Curious what we're gonna do next. So far, we'll just continue on tomorrow and pick up where we left off. I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's video, and maybe we'll even go live in tomorrow's YouTube. Be wary of that. Be on the lookout for that. I don't know if it notifies anybody, but we're gonna go live on YouTube tomorrow. So the best believe, I'll see you there.